Hello everyone, I am the Coding Zeta, and this is Traditional Historic. Doing something slightly different. I didn't need as many, or I only needed 2 rare wild cards to complete this deck, but I'm actually trying out Bant Control. I'm going to put the deck list in the description, and still using Uro. Uro might need to be banned in Historic, I don't know, it might be too strong. This hand is actually a little iffy. Because all I really have going for it is Uro. I could cycle the 2 neutralizes, but that doesn't seem really good here. And I can't even cast them, so I'll be cycling them just to find another blue source. So I'm actually going to mulligan this. Pretty sure this is running 27 lands. Thanks, game. Okay, this isn't terrible. I'm going to pitch the neutralize. Narset will help me dig out of this mulligan to 5. And I still have removal, and Sphinx's Rev the game. Actually, I'm going to ditch Sphinx's Rev. I have to put 2 cards back. So 1 and 2. Excuse me. I think I'm Platinum 3 still. Zombies? Interesting. Okay, another blue source. That's good. I don't really mind too much if Narset dies. Oh, this might be that God Pharaoh's Gift deck. This Baffling End's not going to do much. Except slow them down. No, it's definitely zombies. Or, I mean, at the very least, it's zombies. This doesn't really fit in God Pharaoh's Gift, so it might just be straight zombies. So I might want to... actually... I'm only taking 4 next turn. And they might want to attack Narset. Yeah, and if they just start if they put more on the board, I can always just put this play tapped and Baffling in something. Okay. So they're gonna want to draw cards, so I might as well. Yeah, I might as well get Narset onto the board. Gave me a tiny bit of life. I can try to find another more removal spells in action. And Teferi is going to be a great follow-up to this Wrath of God. So they're going to draw a card here. So I might actually be able to get out of the wood, out of this mulligan to 5. Well, they're going to draw a lot of cards. Yep, there goes... Oh, they're just... Okay. I kind of need to get this off the board because this is a lot of damage coming through, unfortunately. They're going to draw 5 cards, but I need to stabilize. And eventually I'm going to have Teferi digging me into good solutions. And this is actually killing them, so that's not nothing. Another Crypt Breaker. Another Lazatep Reaper. Okay, so I do kind of want to draw additional lands. So I'm probably going to cycle this Cast Out, but I'm definitely going to Baffling End the Crypt Breaker here. They still get to draw a card, but I'm not taking too much next turn. Yep. And this Cast Out right now is not that great. Because they are definitely going what? Ooh. Oh, no, I have Wrath of God. Whatever. So I do take 4 here, and that's fine. So I do kind of want the lands. Okay. That's good enough. Let's get another forest. Another land. So let's... do I want to Wrath of God here? Yeah. And then play that. So I'm still behind. Oh.
I am the master here.
Alright, they're just straight up zombies. Can I actually play both Teferi and Uro here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'd have to draw a land. Oh, but at the very least I can get Uro onto the battlefield. That's fine. Yeah, I think I actually can just get Teferi onto the battlefield, because I don't think they could have a main deck answer.
I'm known for my excellent timing. Hurry.
Well, I was hoping to actually get an answer for this zombie token. Okay, they do have a main deck answer for Teferi, which means I might actually lose to this Liliana. Alright, I do need another cast out. I'm pretty sure I'm running one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. At the very least, I need to get Uro onto the battlefield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Still have much to learn.
So if I draw a cast out here, nope, just another land. All right. Now I'm drawing way too many lands. I'm just too far behind. I'm just gonna concede and go to game 2. Okay, I don't care about Rest in Peace. Third of the Councils isn't terrible. I didn't see any sack outlets. Elder Gargaroth is decent, not against Liliana. Shark Typhoon actually looks good here, because it can attack down Liliana, because that's going to be part of my one of my problems. I don't think a third of the councils is actually very good in this matchup, because they aren't gaining a whole lot of life, or they're not attacking with haste creatures. I definitely don't want that Aether Gust. Tail's End actually doesn't seem very good here, only for Liliana. But I have other counter spells that I can save for her. Probably do want Settle the Wreckage, although it kind of helps them out since they're a monocolor deck. I think Elder Gargaroth is actually not that bad. Tamiyo's fine. This is going to be a longer game. I do want the Narsets. How many Wraths do I have? 3? Maybe I do want the Settle instead of the Wrath of God. No, because they go wide. Someone needs their tires fixed. And... yeah, I think I can keep it like that. The Dovin's Veto's not that great. So, I just need to hold up a plan for Liliana and deal with the board. But I am expecting to get Thoughtseize a lot. And Dressed. This is a little awkward, but I can at least cast most of my spells. So I'll keep this. And that's going to get a blue source. And hope to draw an untapped green source for this growth spiral. And Thoughtseize. Aha! What are you taking? Actually, if they even take my growth spiral, maybe I don't even sack the Fabled Passage here. They take Neutralize. No, I don't actually take the... I'm not going to sack here. I need the lands. Alright, well, I'm sacking at the end of this turn just so I can cast this growth spiral and hope to draw lands. I have 27 lands this game. Sure. Actually, if I draw a land here, I'm just playing... Alright, well, I'm passing. Pretend I have something. Other than this growth spiral, at least. Come on, I'm running 27 lands. From your graveyard. Okay, so that is a reason to play Rest in Peace, but that's it. Thanks, game. Sure. Land. Land. Okay. That makes me feel better. I'm not going to play anything. I'm just going to pass. You know what? I don't actually need a counter. They are not bringing Liliana down this turn. This trades with the Graveyard Marshal. Ooh, a land. That was actually a really good draw here. Okay. So now, let's play the land first. So Fairy is also really good. Excuse me. Alright. Yep. Am I gonna make a zombie? So because I have an answer for the first Liliana, I'm actually gonna cast out this Crypt Breaker. They're gonna make a zombie in response. But it gets Crypt Breaker off the battlefield. And they're probably just discarding land. Yep. And I am just going to play Uro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll play. And we'll pass. They're going to draw a card. That's fine. Can't do anything about that. Yep, that resolves. Yeah, that resolves. Okay. How many blue sources do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Green sources, 1, 2, 3, 4. White sources, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't need white as much as blue and green, so I'm going to take a forest. And gross rock. And I get rewarded with a green-blue source. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I can do is play the Shark Typhoon, or hardcast the Shark Typhoon, and leave up Neutralize, and the next turn I'll start, and maybe during their turn, but on the next turn start making sharks. I think I want to attack with the arrow. Because I do want to keep some other zombies off the board. It'll be I'll gain 3 life, so I'll go up to 19. Yeah. And if they kill the arrow here, that's actually really good for me. Sure. That's fine. And I will play Shark Typhoon. Let me make sure I tap right. Green. 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 White. Sure. Let's leave up a white source just in case, and blue. Yep, they get to draw a card. And as long as they're drawing cards, I'm not taking damage. I think I have to counter this. This is just going to be too much card draw for them. Okay. Let's get planes. Let's make us a shark. Another Teferi is not what I wanted. I would like to draw a counter spell off of Uro. Okay, this stops the card draw. And I have a bunch of sharks protecting Teferi. And this actually is an answer for Liliana. Yep. They're gonna draw a bunch of cards. But they actually have to be careful. They do need to be careful because they are at 11. And they're actually dead next turn. Yeah, this is the right attack. They're actually dead on board. So they do need to answer one of these sharks. Liliana does it, but they have to... Oh, that's another crit breaker. That doesn't help. That helps. Liliana. Let's plus.
You know what?
Beautiful. So let's attack. Maybe if you get to draw 2 cards, but they'll go to 1. So, make a shark. Yes! play Tameo, make another, make a lethal attacker, get neutralized back,
The storied past
end turn, untap two islands, and now I'm only gonna counter the thing that matters. So they killed Teferi, sure. Okay. Yay! Alright. Going out on their own terms. I'm fine with that. Okay, so I think no, the only spells that they have that really matter are cards like Liliana, Thoughtseize, and Hero's Downfall, and their other the sack outlet or sack spell. I don't know what it's called. So Dovin's Veto's not that great here. And I don't think I'm going to bring on Rest in Peace for one creature. So this is good. Yeah, and the other problem with Settle the Wreckage is they're not always attacking with all their creatures. They're an aggressive deck that's also playing the long game. I was about to say, finally a hand that doesn't suck, and then I realized I don't have any blue sources, and all blue cards. This isn't terrible. I'm going to keep 6, ditch Baffling End, and hope I don't get Thoughtseized. Good start. Good start for not getting Thoughtseized. Grossbrow would be nice, because then I have turn 4 Wrath of God, which it doesn't seem mattering now. Breeding Pool tapped. Sphinx's red is going to be good. Play Uro. I'm not organized using my hand very well. So I think I want to get into a position where I can Wrath of God and then Elder Godroth. So I think I'm actually just going to play Teferi here. Just to draw a card. Because if they kill it, I'd net a card, food for the Uro, and we should be good there. So I got green, 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 white, white, blue, blue, blue. So I want to get my other planes first. I suspect like Hero's Downfall or something here. They're not Hero's Downfall. That's not even in this game. Swift End. It's basically Hero's Downfall. I would have liked to have drawn another land. I have a feeling they're actually holding it. They have like Liliana in hand. Yep. So I want to get another blue source here. I want to find a counterspell. Shark Typhoon is not good here. Baffling End is actually not bad. So I'll take Baffling End. Play Baffling End on this Graveyard Marshal. And in trouble, because they're gonna go Swamp Liliana. Or not. I guess they don't have to do a pre-combat. They're gonna let me have the Narset activation. What? Do you have a removal spell for Narset? I don't get it. now I have a removal spell for Liliana. I guess you get to draw a card, but... And if I draw a land, I get to play Gargaroth? Yeah, sure. Let's Sphinx for 1. That sounds good. Land? Land. And I will actually play protect Gargaroth, because if they had Liliana, they would have casted it by now. If they have another removal spell, fine. They don't. But they can't draw during their main phase. Sure. I can actually get Uro onto the battlefield. So let's actually, I'm gonna get Uro back first. Then decide how I want to use this Elder Gargaroth attack trigger. Like usually you want to attack first before you do stuff, but there are times like this where this is now informing my decisions because I didn't draw anything good. So if I attack, they play Liliana and they minus, I lose both my big creatures. They lose their board too, but their board isn't as good as mine. So I think I'm actually going to make it 3/3. That way I can sack Uro in the 3/3. Now the question is, I'm actually kind of low in life, especially since they have Grey Merchants, so I'm actually gonna play this Uro. Just to draw a card against life. I could have played Narset, but there's nothing I can find that I can use this turn. So they do have a Crypt Breaker activation, which they chose not to do. So that's weird. They had a removal spell, why didn't you cast or use it? And if you had Liliana, why did you play Grey Merchant last turn? Sure, I lose 2 life. But you don't get to draw a card because I have Narset. Because you let Narset live. Ooh. Okay. So, again, I'm going to play Teferi pre-combat. Because I probably want to make another 3/3 beast. I'm not going to attack with the first 3. Yeah, okay. They had nothing.
Let's skip to the good part.
There's the neutralize. Okay. So now I just attack with their... They could kill the beast. I'd rather not attack with the beast. Now I have double Liliana protection. Lots of protection. Now if they're just gonna make a token. Yep. Why didn't you use that last turn? Sure. Well, now you have to block. I love these Sphinxes revs just rotting in my hand. I mean, I guess I could cast it on the end of this turn, but yep. So they have 4 blockers. I thought I had a what's it called? I thought I had Shark Typhoon in hand. They're just killing themselves? Yeah. Cool. That wasn't so bad once I drew lands. Alright, match number 2. Playing Bant Control in Historic on Arena. But you knew all that already. This is a little weird. But I think I'll keep it. Yeah, I think I'll keep it. It's good enough to not mulligan, and I'm happy with that. I would like to not mulligan. Mono blue tempo. This is going to be annoying. I need to find an actual removal spell for this. So I can either Tails End the trigger, or just Growth Spiral, and that's just only negating one. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't even have white mana for removal spell. My opponent's being very greedy here, because if I had a removal spell, it okay, wow. Yeah, you haven't seen this yet, but I wish I got this kind of draw where my opponent couldn't remove my creature in the first few turns of the game, while still also drawing enough mana to protect it. So I have a risky play because they're probably going to counter one or both of the spells, but I think I'm going to try to Tail Send this Zero. Just do this now. Yep, you get it. But they have to discard. Or play something. They even draw land. Okay. Risky play, ho. I get. Yes, I'm sure. All right, let's see if they know what's going on here. Yep, because of course they do. I'm never actually going to resolve another spell. I'm just going to concede. They're just drawing 4 cards a turn. Okay. That's actually not that bad. Dovin's Veto's good. Shark Typhoon's really good. Settle the Record's really good. This might actually be interesting. I don't know if it's worth it, though. And I don't want Rest in Peace or Yasharn. I want cheap interaction. Either Guess is terrible. Tails End is terrible. Sphinx's Rev is not good here. And I probably want to cut one of the Teferis. Baffling End, these are good. The Bones Veto is okay. Yeah. Okay. Why do I have messages? Why are people messaging me? Why am I getting tagged? You tagged me in something? Oh, never mind. I get it. Hardy har. Doo-doo-doo. I will play first. This hand is fantastic. I can't play this hand. Is my mic working? Yes. Okay. I had a feeling that my mic wasn't working. I just had to throw out another video, specifically because I can't talk. Okay, this hand's at least playable. Get rid of a land and then get rid of a growth spiral and hope it works. Play this out. I hope to draw a white source. That is not a white source. Yep. Yep. I'm gonna have to about to. Ooh, they missed land drop. Maybe. Come on, hit a land or cheap removal spell. And they missed the land drop. Okay. I might have a chance here. Beautiful. Do I save the Wrath of God? I think I'm... Okay. I'm going to use Wrath of God here, because a lot of their counter spells are kind of conditional, and casting the more expensive spell when they can't protect their creature is better than casting this when they can't protect anything. And I'm just drawing lands. Yep, that's fine. Do you have another Curious Obsession? Of course you do. Now I wish I kept the Sphinx's Revelation in. I have to just draw action. That's not terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4. I pay 2 life. Mystical Dispute's off the table, but they need to draw land. It's really the only counterspell I can play around right now. So I'm going to play around Mystical Dispute. I give him a land with a settle, though. Okay. I'm not going to settle if it's only for 1 damage. There goes settle to my pitch. Why am I trying lands? I guess I could have played around the other counterspell, but... Of course they do. I don't have to play around that. I get one of their creatures off the battlefield. I have to get this off the board to deal with this anyways. I guess they could let it resolve so they can get some lands, because they do have a... But I can't let them draw more cards right now, and I'm in real trouble. I need to draw like Narset or Teferi on this next turn. Earl doesn't really cut it. Alright, so they're going to choose not to hit more land drops. Honestly, I think that's kind of a mistake. Or I just keep missing land, keep hitting lands. kept a two card, two land, two card, or two, 3 land, 5 card hand. I've drawn 2 non-land cards this entire game. Okay, that's not actually, this could have been worse. I might cast out during their turn so they have less mana for my turn. So if I draw like Wrath of God or something, now they're hitting lands. You know what? I'm gonna hit their curiosity. You can't counter that. You can't counter it. Setting the curiosity. Alright, so I am on a 5-turn clock now. 4-turn clock. Okay, Narset doesn't suck. Do you have another mystical dispute? Should I have actually played the land? No, didn't matter. Another opponent. I just drew absolute garbage. I need to draw exactly a Wrath next turn, but then they have mana up. I'm not gonna counter that, but now they get to sculpt their hands, and that was good, so it's probably a counter spell. I guess they could bounce this. They take me to 1 this turn. So I need to draw... Rather than drawing this turn would be really great, but they probably have 2 counter spells. But that doesn't help. Yeah, that doesn't help. They have the counters. Just concede. The only way I could have won that is if they actually had nothing. Drew into Wrath of God. Cast it. Wipe the board. And then hope I survive. But they most assuredly had a counterspell. With 7 cards in the end. They're not playing anything. So. Alright. Match number 3. Can I just have... I know I won the first match, but can I have good draws? I mean, sure. This hand isn't completely terrible. And playing against Goblins. Pass the turn, you have an activated ability. Pass the turn, you have an activated ability. There we go. I could use some white sources. I don't think this player's ever played Goblins before. Sure. I need white source at the top and then a Wrath. Probably not gonna happen. Alright. Am I gonna get Muxus turn 4? Alright, well I'm tapping out because I got nothing. My hand has been pretty bad. Or my draw's been pretty bad. I know I kept kind of a sketchy 7-card hand. But you my mulligans to 5. Dear opponent, you have activated abilities you need to pass on.
I know 88 ways to defeat you. Pick one.
I'll be honest, if I beat Goblins this way because my opponent times out because they forget that they have activated abilities, I'll be happy.
Your prowess.
Alright, so I'm going to take the Tail's End here. Because assuming I don't get Muxus this turn, I can cast it to Fairy, draw a card, and have Tail's End up for a Muxus the following turn. Because if they have Muxus now, I'd lose. Unless their flip is terrible. But they already have haste on the battlefield. Okay, so they have Goblin Matron, sure. Or I'm just going to get hasted down. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I'm actually just dead. Cool. Alright, settle. Authority of the Councils. Elder Gargaroth. Yasharon's actually really good here. Because it prevents them from sacrificing the Skirk Prospectors. Maybe I don't want out 3. Aether Gust is great, Tail's End is great. Narset's actually not good. Let's cut down. Tamiya's not good yet, let's cut down to Fairy. Let's actually cut both Sphinx's Revs. Now, what else is in my sideboard? Rest in Peace, Heliod's Intervention, Shark Typhoon. I don't think this is the deck. I don't think in this matchup I want to bring in Shark Typhoon. So I'll keep this. Now let's mulligan into Authority of the Councils. Or just have it turn 1. I'm actually really fine with that. So this hand looks great. So the main reason why I grabbed Authority of the Councils here for Goblins is they have a lot of haste creatures. So I'm solving one of the problems. And I'm going to gain life. There's Skirk Prospector. Now, if I draw a Growth Spiral here, that'll be pretty unfortunate. I just have to hope they don't have turn 4 or turn 3 Muxus, because on my turn 4, I have Yasharn, and then they can't sack the Skirk Prospector. Okay, I'll be honest. I want them to time out. Not because I don't want to play against Goblins, but because I want them to lose for not understanding how Skirk Prospector works. That it is an activated ability. Okay, I do have another blue source, which is not bad. You know, I think that this might actually be my only planes. That's fine. I mean, playing a 4/4 that prevents them from sacrificing creatures and basically draws me a card. I mean, it's not a useful card, but it draws me a card. You have an activated ability. You have an activated ability. Okay. I want to stop drawing lands. I know I've complained about not drawing our lands, but this is the same problem. I'm playing 27 lands. The first part should never happen. Oh my god, please kill me. The aggro deck has spent more time than the control deck. I have to try to remember to speed this part of the video up. Alright, so they do have Muxus in hand. I need a counterspell. The good news is that they won't be able to ramp up the Muxus next turn. You haven't. Alright. I am going to Fable Passage so I can get an island. So I can get an island, so I can get an island, so I can get an island, island. Alright, I will not be finding the plains. That's fine. Hey look, I solved the opponent's problem for them! That would have been hilarious. Alright. Wait a minute. That's just a mana ability. Maybe you should. I thought Yasharn actually worked on Muxus, but I don't think it does. So that's a problem.
We need to move quickly.
The good news is okay, they can actually get rid of Yasharn here.
If you play with fire, you're gonna get burned.
Oh, use activated ability. It's still an activated ability. Doesn't say mana ability. Okay, so that actually worked. So the bad news is Muxus is probably coming down next turn unless I have a way to there, because even if I have a way to deal with the board, Chandra will plus mana. So the good news is I'm not going to just flat out die next turn. I can find a counterspell for Muxus or find a board wipe, because Authority of the Councils will actually stop haste creatures. I'm probably still going to be playing at least one of these Baffling Ends. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Actually, I'm only going to play one of the baffling ends, because I just want... Actually, no. Because if they only hit one Lord, I can protect that Teferi lives. And I want Teferi to live. Of course, if they time out here, that would be great too. Life's not going to matter, because Mux is going to come down, unless they've actually AFK'd. Also, you're welcome, opponent. I solved your Skirk Prospector problem.
Today's my lucky day.
Alright, let's see if I hit Tail's End off this. So they're gonna have another Muxus. So I need to hit a board wipe here.
No time for a break.
Well, I lose to Fairy next turn, so I get one more draw step. So I don't know if I want to Aether Gust their Muxus. I think I want to try to protect the Fairy. Yep, that's fine.
This'll be easy.
Another Kranko, so I'm just going to take 2 here. Sure. Yeah, I'm going to just Aether Gust. I'm going to protect Teferi. If they don't attack Teferi, I will Aether Gust Muxus. No. If they don't attack Teferi, I'm not gonna do anything. Sure. Are you gonna remember the fact that Skirk Prospector has an activated ability? Oh, they're gonna play Goblin Ringleader. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because I want to hit a board wipe, and then Aether Gust can protect me from Muxus for a turn. They hit nothing. Beautiful. Okay, they're just attacking Teferi. Sure. So, place your bets. Pause the video. Am I going to draw a land? Thank keeping my face here until I can place it to my turn. Okay, Uro's not terrible. Finally! Alright, I do need an answer for this Chandra. I need an answer for this Muxus too. Luckily, I can get Uro into play next turn. So that's a plus. Sure. Bye-bye. Because, actually, I should have... Well, no, because Muxus can just wreck my face. Yosharn isn't nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pretty sure I took Cameo out. One, two, three, four, 5. Yeah, that's fine. I was mostly deciding if it was coming to play tapped or untapped.
Right on schedule.
I didn't even do anything yet. Okay. Alright, so I actually took the Tamio out. So Yusharn's actually good against them. Maybe I actually... No, because the only real card I want to counter is Chandra. Everything else is kind of... It's just an annoyance. Maybe I do want some number of Sphinxes in. I am on the draw, which is different. Maybe I want 1? On the draw, I don't actually want the Elder Gargaroth on the draw. Let's take its Sphinx's Rev. Alright, game 3 versus the slowest Goblin player of all time. This hand does not beat a turn 3 or even... This hand doesn't beat a turn 3 Muxus. But I might stop them from a turn 4 Muxus. So I'll keep this. No, it doesn't even beat a turn 4 Muxus. Because I'm playing Uro on 3. Drawing Growth Spiral would be good. And of course I draw lands. Can I draw a Growth Spiral, please? A Growth Spiral... I can't talk today. A Growth Spiral would be great. Oh, yes, they missed a land drop. That's good for me. Heck. I'm going to keep doing this as you're being slow with your Skirt Prospector money. Because, you know, get it. Prospector, get it? Okay, I am not unhappy with the Tail's End. Alright, I think I actually have to leave up mana now. Because they could sack the board and the mountain to play Muxus. So I'm just going to play Breeding Pool tapped. That is loud. Who is calling me? Probably another scammer. Alright, so if they want to, they can play Snoop off the top. If they want to, they can play the mountains, sack everything, play Muxus, and then lose the Tail's End. If they don't do that and they play another creature, I'm probably just going to Wrath. Yeah. That's not even that great against me. I'm going to solve my opponent's problem again. Get their activated abilities off the board. Do I have double white? No, I do not. So I need to sack the Fatal Passage and get a white source. Unfortunately, less value for Yasharn, but I want Yasharn on the board afterwards. And they have Crater Maker, which I don't care about. Goblin Chieftain, sure. Alright, so right now, my next scariest card to face is Crank. Actually, I can deal with Cranko, because I have Cast Out. But let's give it Haste? Do I care about a bunch of Goblins? No. Oh, right, I'm only playing one Plains, one Forest. That's fine. I still have a 4/4 that stops the future Skirk Prospectors. And also stops Yagwa's land. Oh, there's Skirk Prospector. I saved you, opponent! Alright, Baffling End on the Chieftain. And since I'm kind of low in health, I'm not going to attack. I'm not going to play arrows either, because if they do draw land and then Chandra, I want to stop that too. Yeah, I can't stop that. All I got was Cranko? Sure. Ooh, another Tail's End. I'm happy with that. And I'm happy with more lands. Do I want to attack now? Probably not, because they can just double block. I hope they don't realize they can't Crater make. They cannot Crater Maker. I can actually. I'm gonna cast that out. Because I don't want them drawing multiple cards a turn. Teferi was a great draw. Yeah, I don't know why they kept Crater Maker against me. Oh, I guess because they're worried about Graph Diggers. No attacks. Yeah, you can have that. Ooh, Muxus number 1. Alright. Authority was a good draw there.
We need to move quickly.
Neutralize was also good. And I will play this Uro. Yeah, my plan right now is just to protect this Teferi. Pass. We have a land off the top, which is good. I'm going to Tail's End Cranko. This doesn't have menace, does it? No, it does not. Yep. I don't actually want a Wrath of God. Actually, I could. drawing a land. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they only have 4 lands in play, so they're not Muxusing next turn.
No time for a break.
Second Wrath of God? Okay. Yeah, let's just attack. I think the plan now is just to get Teferi on 8. And protect Teferi. Because Goblins cannot, I don't think, can beat a Teferi can't beat a Teferi emblem if they can't get Mexus onto the battlefield. I'm gonna Wrath the Krenko. That way I can save my counter spells for stuff that matters.
Hurry.
Oh, beautiful. So my life total's not gonna matter. Wrath. Actually, I could have sealed awayed it. But that's fine. And they just concede. Yep, they can't resolve an active Teferi. Jeez. So this game lasted. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut it here because they took forever. I just noticed the time. I need to make food. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you all next time.